Alrighty. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sandcats franchise here. Year number 4 started last episode, and well, we apparently left our offense back at the year 3 playoffs because we managed to combine 2 runs in the 2 games that we played. Let's have a look at the scores. We lost the first game in the 9th inning. Tapia gave up the lead with 1 out in the 9th. It was a 2-run double. And then Trey Mondo gave up 3 homers, which led to the Moonstars getting 4 runs off him, and we only scored 1 in return off of a home run by Super Samson to allow the Moonstars to take the victory. So we've started the year 0-2. We're taking on the Moonstars here in the first game of this episode, followed by one with the Blowfish, which will be our first home game of the season. We'll be getting a stretch of 7 home games, and then we will have 5 of our last 6 on the road again. I really wish they would mix these schedules up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Stop having so many on the road in a row, so many at home in a row. Like, you know, spread it out. We looked at the progressions last time. We didn't see any we liked. So we're going to jump right into game number 3. Johnny Rowland will be on the hill for us here. And we will be taking on newly signed Ariel Preston for the Moonstars. Lineup was set at the end of last episode. Kawaguchi will be batting first at third base. Samson in center, batting second. Cook batting third and second, rookie Fletcher Mackey batting fourth at shortstop, John Paul batting fifth in right field, Jess Fowl batting sixth at first, Golden will bat seventh and left, Brendan will bat eighth at catcher, and Chandler Terry will DH at the 9-hole. Let's get it on. It's our 3rd straight road game to start the season. It's the last one here on the road stand before we head home for a good while. Alrighty, so hopefully the offense shows up today. If not, this is going to be a long season because we've only scored only 2 runs so far. We're averaging a solid 1 run a game. That's not going to beat That's not going to beat anybody in this game, honestly, except maybe like a team with like no offense. But I don't think there are any teams in this league like that. Looks like 8 of the 9 players are the same for the Moonstars in this episode. In this game, the only one that is different is first baseman Melanie Schaefer is coming off the bench. She took the last game off. Kawaguchi will lead off here, hitting .500 on the season. She's driven in the only run in her first game. Strike in there, 0-1. Preston gets ahead. Good heat from him. Second pitch curve is pulled out to left. That's going to chase the outfielder back to the wall. She'll come off the wall, and Tools will make the catch. 1 down. Brings up Samson. He's hitting a .143, 1 for 7 on the season with a solo homer. Drove in the only running game number 2. High ball 1. High ball 2. 2-0 count now. Preston falls behind. That's the one knock on him. He doesn't have any accuracy. Curveball ripped the third off of the leaping Hackman's glove. He'll pick it up, and he's got no play on the speedy Samson, and he airmails it into the dugout. Samson will take second on the play. That is a base hit followed by an E5, and then we'll bring up Lloyd Cook, hitting a .25 on the season. I believe that's 1 for 8. Strike in there, 0-1. Good pitch.
No, that's inside.
It's inside with that heat. Third pitch is dribbled to second. It's going to be a tough play. Haudier hurries, though, and that'll be the second out as Samson advances to third. That'll bring up the rookie Fletcher Mackey, looking for his first career RBI in the Super Mega League. He's hitting .286, 2 for 7 on the season for the young shortstop. Takes one at the letters. Good cutter there from Preston, 0-1. Fastball is fouled back by Mackey. He's behind 0-2. Third pitch is skied to shallow left center field. Out for it is Reliable. He will call off the outfielders and make the catch to end the inning. Sandcats get a hit, and there's an error committed by the third baseman, but nothing comes of it. Bottom 1, Rowland will take on Reliable, Fast, and Hackman. Johnny Rowland did something that no other pitcher has done since Kerwin Arches back in the first 2 seasons. He went entire year undefeated. He was 3-0 on the season with a no decision in his 4th start. Kerwin Arches, if you'll remember, in his first season went 4-0, and then in his second season went 3-0. Then he was released because he kept progressing. First pitch hit to the right side, diving play by Cook. Fires gets it in there in time, 1 down. It's up fast, 1 for 4, hit a homer in the last game, drove in 2 runs. Hers was the deciding blow. Curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Got one up in there, 0-2. Rowland ahead in the count, in the driver's seat. Changeup fouled off. Fast staying alive here. Slider away, popped up behind the mound. Back for it, Roland. Calls off. Cook calls him off, actually, and makes the catch. 2 down. Bring up Hackman. Hackman hitting .714 on the season, having a great start to the year in 2 games. Pitch to him is a changeup that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Rider outside. Check swing called a strike. It's 1-1 the count now. Fastball down and away called a strike. 1-2. Ball down and in the dirt. Chased by Hackman. Picked up by Brennan on the drop, and he'll go to first, and that will end the inning. First punch out of the season for Roland. Ends the inning here. 1-2-3. Top 2. Paul, Fowl, and Golden do up against Preston. Here's John Paul. He's hitting 2 for 8 on the season so far. Ball is high from Preston. That was not even anywhere near the zone. That's a bit low. 2-0. Third pitch ripped up the middle, off the diving Haudier's glove into center field. That'll be a base hit for Paul. He'll be on to start the inning. Second hit of the day for the Sandcats. Brings up Jess Fowl, hitting 1 for 7 on the season so far. First baseman having a bit of a sluggish start. Good pitch there from Preston, gets him ahead, 0-1. Second pitch hit down the right field line. That's going to hook Jess Fowl. 0-2 to Jess. Third ball ripped hard to third, right at Hackman. No, that's going to start the double play, and that will finish it. So the hit is erased, and then I'll bring up Golden with the bases empty and 2 down. He's hitting 1 for 7 on the season as well. Pitch to him is outside from Preston, 0-1. Second pitch was chased above the letters, popped to second. There's Haudier. He'll make the catch. Now in the inning, Preston gives up a hit, but gets the double play to get rid of it. Bottom 2, Haudier, tools, and wheels do up. Here's Javier Haudier hitting .625. He's locked in on the season. Drove in 2 runs so far this season. Both of them back in game number 1. Changeup outside, called a strike from Roland as he gets ahead, 0-1. Slider down and in, hard grounder to second. Cook backhands, and that's an easy play for him. 1 down. Brings up Tools, coming in hitting, I want to say 1 for 6 on the season. Probably more like 2 for 12. Fastball on the outside, called a strike, 0-1. Changeup down, called a strike, 0-2. Ball down in the way, chase, strike 3. Tools retired on the punch-out second of the game for Roland. That will bring up Windy Wheels, the center fielder, hitting 2 for 8 on the season. No homers, 3 RBIs. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Good pitch from Roland to get ahead. Ball down and in, hit grounded up the middle. Diving is Cook. It's off his glove into center field. That'll be the first hit of the day for the Moonstars as Wheels is on. Speedy center fielder on here to start the, well, actually extend the inning as there's 2 down. Brings up Lackey Luster, the right fielder, got his first hit last game. I believe he ended with 2 hits, so he's hitting, I believe, 2 for 8 on the season. No homers, 1 RBI so far. That was back in game number 1. Fastball inside. Roland gets ahead, 0-1. Good pitch from him.
No, that's high.
Ball away, outside, ball 1, just high, missed the zone. Slider down in the way, check swing called a strike at the outside corner. It's 0-2. Fastball up and in, chased by Luster. That was nowhere near the zone. Third punch out for Roland, and he retires the side. Top 3 we go. Moonstars get their first hit, but nothing comes of it. Brennan and Terry will be the lead off, and then Cal Gooch be up for a second at bat against Preston. Here's Camden Brennan getting his first start of the season. Brennan's in his 2nd year in the league, signed midway through last season. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Hit back up the middle. That's going to get past the diving Reliable, and that's a base hit for Brennan. He will start the year 1 for 1. He's on the lead off the inning, and that'll bring up Chandler Terry, also getting his first start of the season. He was signed through the first quarter of last season. He took over DH roles from Moises Livingston. Strike at the letters, 0-1.
That's outside.
Outside, ball 1. Just laid on the heat, 1-2. Terry. Fourth pitch is hit pretty well to the right center gap. Luster's giving chase. Will he run it down? He dives and makes the catch. What an athletic play by Lackey Luster as he robs Terry of an extra base hit.
The third baseman.
Bringing Kawaguchi 0 for 1 today with a pop out. It's through the first pitch, late on that one. Second pitch is skied down the right field line. It's going to be in the seats. 0-2 the count now to Kawaguchi as she looks to stay alive against Preston. Slider ripped to third just past the diving Hackman as he dove a little bit too early. Be a base hit for Kara. She keeps her hot hitting alive. 2 on now with 1 down for Sampson, who hit an infield single and then got the second base on an errant throw by Hackman.
No, high.
Ball high, just misses. Oh no. Outside, good cutter, cuts his zone, 1-1. Slider down, skied to center, not hit very deep. Out in for it is Wheels, he will call off Reliable. That's 2 down in the inning. Got to bring up Lloyd Cook. Second baseman is 0 for 1 today. Hard grounder to the left side, past the diving Reliable into left field. That's a base hit. They're going to send Terry around third. Brennan coming in. He's going to score. That is Camden Brennan, who will score on the RBI single by Lloyd Cook, his first RBI of the year. Brings up Fletcher Mackey, who's 0 for 1. Rookie looking to get on base. Just outside with that cut fastball. Ball 1 from Preston. Second pitch grounded this right at Haudier, who was holding the runner. He'll make the play at first, and that will end the inning, but the Sandcats get on the board first. It's 1-0. Thanks to the RBI single by Lloyd Cook. Lewis, Schaefer, and Reliable up against Rowland. Lewis hitting .286 on the year. He's 2 for 7, no homers, 1 RBI. So Tools must have been walked. That would explain why she's only 1 for 6. Change up called, check swing 0-2. The count now to Lewis. Slider down and in, swung through it, strike 3. Punch out number 4 for Rowland. He's rolling right along. Here's Melanie Schaefer, the second-year first baseman. Third year, maybe? I'm not sure. She was hitless in game number 1 and was sat out game number 2. First pitch fastball ripped to left center field. That's going to hit off the wall out there in front of the Sandcats bullpen. That gets by Golden as he can't play the ricochet. It'll be extra bases for Schaefer. She is 1 for 1. That puts a runner in scoring position for the top of the lineup. Ren Reliable leading off. Hit a home run last game. It was a solo shot. Gave the Moonstars the early lead. Changeup called a check swing strike. 0-1. Pass one side called a strike. Runner going for third. Throw down is in time. Brennan nails the runner. 2 down in the inning now for Reliable, who's behind 0-2 in the count. Ball up and away. Check swing called strike 3. 5th punch out of the day for Rowland. And second of the inning as he retires the side. Top 4 remains 1-0 after the double is erased on the caught stealing. John Paul, Jess Fowl, and Luca Golden who up against Preston. Paul's 1 for 1. He singled in his first at bat. Now 3 for 9 on the season. First pitch hit to the right side, off the diving Schaefer's glove and knocked away from Haudier. Paul beats it out for an infield single. Brings up Fowl, who's 0 for 1 with the fly out.
That's up.
Ball high, 1-0. Paul over at first has good speed, but the catcher has a great arm. We will not be running on Boo Lewis. Curveball down, ripped up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit over the diving Reliable. That will hold the runner to second, though, as the throw in from Wheels was a good one. 2 on and no outs. Here's Golden, 0 for 1 today. Foul actually grounded into a double player first time up. That's right, I forgot. Golden takes one at the letters, 0-1 the count. Ball 1, my apologies. That was nowhere near the zone. Outside check swing, 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball ripped to left center field. That's heading to the wall. That will hit off the wall out there as neither fielder can get to it. One runs in to score, throw into second in time to nail the slow Golden, but he will get credit for a single and an RBI as Fowl will hold up at third. Brennan up now, 1 for 1 with the single, looking to cash in the run. 2-0 Sandcats. They've doubled their run total on the season. We're better than already. Slider on the outside for a strike. Brennan behind in the count, 0-1. High ball 1. Preston's cutter misses high. Third pitch popped up behind the infield. Back for it, Schaefer, making the catch in shallow right. 2 down. Foul hangs on to third, and here is Terry, who's 0 for 1.
Number 26. Ball, that's outside.
Outside cut fastball. Terry was robbed of an extra base hit by Lecky Luster in the right center gap on a nice diving play. Hit back up the middle. He's not going to rob this one as that's past the diving Haudier, and Terry has another RBI. First of the year for him, 5th in his career. It's 3-0 Sandcats on the single. Gonna bring up Kawaguchi, 1 for 2. Singled her last time up as well. Terry on at first with 2 down. 9th hit of the day given up by Preston. Kawaguchi misses a hanging breaking ball, 0-1. Why? Because I was too busy distracted commentating, and that's going to be a pop out to left field. Tools in on it, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Sandcats do, however, push across 2 more runs as Preston is up to 9 hits total so far given up. Bottom 4 we go. Fast, Hackman, and Haudier look to do damage against Roland, who has 2 hits given up so far and 5 strikeouts. And only on 27 pitches, so he is being very economic so far. Economical, my apologies. Fast up now, 0 for 1 today. Change it down, just low, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 1-1. Ball up and in, just inside, misses the zone, 2-1. Change up away, outside, ball 3. Roland falling behind in the count. 3-1, slider down, dribbled back to the mound. Roland bare hands and fires, 1 out. That'll knock Tools down to tense mode. Fast down to tense mode. My apologies. Tools is coming up next. Hackman is 0 for 1 today. I believe Tools is up in 2 batters. I believe she's in the 5 hole today. First Hackman is change it down and in. Hard ground to the 3rd. Right at Kawaguchi, though. She'll make the play at first. 2 down. Gonna bring up Haudier. 0 for 1 today so far. First pitch curveball down and in is called a strike at the knees. 0-1. Good pitch there from Roland. Next pitch is a changeup down in the way. Grounded to short. Actually, that's a liner right to Mackey as he charges and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Roland once again. Top 5. It remains 3-0. Sampson, Cook, and Mackey face Preston. Sampson's 1 for 2. Singled in his first at bat, then flew out in his second. Slider in there for a strike. 0-1. Preston ahead. This is with the curve. 1-1. Fastball left in the middle of the plate. That's hit back up the middle into right center field for a base hit over the diving Haudier. 10th hit of the day for the Sandcats as Sampson's on with his second. No outs, runner at first for Lloyd Cook. Singled in a run his last time up. It will leave Preston in to face him. First pitch is just high and outside. Fastball misses, ball 1. Hangs Cook at wheels. Didn't really have error. 1 out in the inning as Sampson hangs on at first. Brings up Mackey, who's 0 for 2. Rookie looking to get his first hit of the game. Fastball is outside from Preston, ball 1. Cutter outside, 2-0 the count now. Runner goes on the 3rd pitch. Fastball's outside, ball 3. Throw from Lewis is late, stolen base. He's on that second, 3-0 count. Mackey takes a curve at his knees, strike 1. Second pitch, 5th pitch hit up the middle. Reliable there for it. Will fire to first. Gets the second out as Sampson advances the 3rd as the momentum was carrying Reliable away from the bag. Paul up now is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, looking to cash in his first run of the season.
That's outside.
Ball is way outside. Preston misses his zone horribly. Ball 1. Curveball down is popped foul behind the plate. 1 out of play. 1-1. Fastball up, hit out to left center field with that carry to the wall. Tools over, makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. 1 hit for the Sandcats on a stolen base, but nothing comes of it. Bottom 5, it remains 3-0. Tools, Wheels, and Luster do up. Here's Tools, 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. First pitch from Roland is a slider down and in, grounded to second, right at Cook. Backhanding, he'll go to first, 1 down. Brings up Wheels, 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball down in the way, grounded to short up the middle. Mackey ranging to his left, makes the play, fires, 2 down. Luster up now is 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and away, swung through it by Luster, 0-1 the count. He struck out last time up. Ball down in the way, skied to right center. Not hit very well though. Sampson tracking it. Is in position, makes the catch, and now another 1-2-3 inning for Roland. Top 6, it's still 3-0. Foul, Golden and Brennan due up. Preston's given up 10 hits so far with 3 earned runs. Foul leading off this inning, 1 for 2 with a single. He's also grounded into a double play. They will leave Preston in to start the 6th. Moonstar's bullpen is actually not very good. Takes a cutter at the knees, 0-1. Outside with the curve, 1-1. Low pitch, lined softly to second, right at Haudier, 1 down. Golden up next, drove in a run on a single, was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. He's 1 for 2. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Golden is in his 2nd year in the league and also with the Sandcats. Ball outside, 1-1. Line to third, right at the diving Hackman, who lays out and makes the play. 2 down, and that'll bring up Brennan. 1 for 2 with a single. Catcher flew out his last time up. It's a ball high, 1-0. Curveball pulled foul into the seats, 1-1. He was out in front. Curveball pulled to right, not a lot on it as it's a shallow fly. Luster makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Preston in the 6th. Bottom half of the 6th we go. Lewis, Schaefer, and Reliable due up. Roland still sitting only on 39 pitches. Here's Boo Lewis, 0 for 1 today. First pitch slider up and in is a ball, 1-0. Fastball is high, 2-0. Roland falls behind uncharacteristically. Curveball down, called a strike, 2-1. Fastball down and in, check swing, called a strike, it's 2-2. Lewis looking to avoid the punch out. Change up inside, ball 3, 3-1. Bounces off Brennan's glove as he mishandles it. Slider away, line on the ground to second. Diving is Cook to make the play in the hole. A fire to first. Roland covers the bag, 1 down. Brings up Schaefer, 1 for 1 with the double. She was then thrown out trying to steal third base by Brennan behind the plate. Change up down and in on the first pitch is pulled foul. She's way out in front looking fastball, 0-1. Next pitch is a curveball down and away. Grounded to short right at Mackey. He'll field it on a hop, go to first, 2 down. Brings up Reliable, who's 0 for 2 today. Fastball up, taken for a called strike at the letters, 0-1. Get down and away. Line back up the middle. Base hit for Reliable, his first of the day. He is 1 for 3. That is the 3rd hit of the day for the Moon Stars. They're hoping this will turn their fortunes around as Fast is up now, who's 0 for 2. Change it down and in, fouled off as she was looking fastball, 0-1. Curveball down and away, in the dirt, ball 1. Reliable's not the fastest runner, so we're not worried about him running. Fastball up and in is taken for a strike, it's 1-2. Rider up and away, fouled off by Fast into the seats. She stays alive, still 1-2. Fastball down, dribbled to first, foul charging, bare hand. She'll go to the bag herself, and that will end the inning. Roland gives up his 3rd hit, but he pitches around it. Top 7, it's 3-0. Both pitchers are locked in, I think. Well, both pitchers are dueling right now, but Preston is losing. Terry up now, RBI single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Preston starts the 7th with a cutter at the knees, 0-1 the count. Second pitch dribbled to first, charging is Schaefer. She'll field it and take it to the bag, 1 out. I'll bring up Kawaguchi, 1 for 3 today with a single. Kara looking to get on base again. Ball low, foul cutter misses. Inside with the foul cutter, called a strike, 1-1. Third pitch ripped up the middle. That's going to be into the left center field. That's a base hit for Kawaguchi as Wheels cuts it off. Single for her, 2nd of the day as well. And she is 2 for 4. 11th of the day for the Sandcats. Then I'll bring up Sampson, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles of his own. Preston remains in the game. Kawaguchi, the speedster, at first. First pitch, fastball at the letters, 0-1. Runner goes on the second pitch. It's a curveball in the dirt. Lewis throw is low and not in time. Kawaguchi is the 2nd stolen base of the day for the Sandcats. 1-1 count to Sampson. Cutter hit hard on the ground to shortstop. Reliable backhands. He has no play at 3rd. As runner was going on contact, 2 down in the inning. Sampson out at first. Here is Cook, singled in a run. He's 1 for 3 today. Looking to do it again. Curveball away, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Second pitch, chased above the letters, hit back up the middle. Diving is Haudier. He knocks it down, but he can't make the play. RBI single for Cook, his 2nd of the day. It is now 4-0 Sandcats. Quality start is abolished for Ariel Preston. Flack Mackey up next is 0 for 3, and they will leave Preston in to try and get him out. Preston at 83 pitches now, takes one inside, ball 1. Ball low, it's 2-0 now. Third pitch ripped right at the shortstop. That's going to be a line out to end the inning. Bad luck for Mackey, but the Sandcats get their 4th run on an RBI single by Lloyd Cook, his 2nd of the day. Sandcats lead 4-0 to the bottom of the 7th. Hackman, Haudier, and Tools do up. Hackman's 0 for 2 today. He's also made an error in the field so far as well. Fastball away, swung through it 0-1 as he just missed it. Tried to time it up. Curveball outside, ball 1. Change up away, grounded to second weakly, charging Cook. He's got it, 1 down. Oop, that one was airmail. Good thing we didn't have a runner on. Audier up next is 0 for 2. He is still locked in at the plate, though, so no major strikeouts so far for him. First pitch changeup, ripped the first, lined right to foul. 2 down. Brings up Tools, 0 for 2 today. First pitch fastball at the letters, taken for a strike. 0-1, Roland ahead in the count again. Curveball away, called a strike. It's 0-2 now as he's looking to put her away. Slider outside, chased by Tools. 6 punch out for Roland on the afternoon, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3. Top 8, it remains 4-0. Hall, Foul, and Golden do up against Preston, who is sitting at 86 pitches. It'll be interesting to see if they leave him in. Paul was 2 for 3 so far today with 2 singles. They will. He will start the inning at least. Ball high, 1-0, and that was nowhere near the zone. Neither was that one, 2-0. Third pitch is skied to left center field. This is going to be a tough play. Charging his Tools. Diving is reliable, but Tools makes the catch over him and avoids taking his knee head to the shin. 1 out, and that'll bring up Foul. 1 for 3 today with the single. Curveball at the letters for a strike, just catching the zone. 0-1. Fastball there as well, 0-2. That one's also high as Foul skies at the center. Easy play for Wheels. Making the catch, 2 down. Brings up Golden, 1 for 3 today with an RBI single, and that will do it for Ariel Preston. Goes 7 2/3 innings, gives up 4 earned runs on 12 hits, no homers, thankfully. Lil Bupton, the closer's coming in to pitch. He's the best reliever, I believe, in their bullpen. Let's have a peek at their bullpen and see if that's true. Bupton is a B+. Abdil Vadamakia, he's in his 2nd season. He's a C+. Jemiago, the former Sandcat, is a C+. It's her first year with the Moonstars. Is it first or second? I want to say first with the Moonstars, second away from us. And then Daxton Gillespie's back for his 2nd year with the Moonstars as well. He's a C. So yes, Bupton is their best reliever. That's why they went to him. Lefty versus righty here. Golden is a switch hitter, so he'll take one outside. Ball 1, slider misses. Fastball is high, 2-0 to Golden. Slider inside, 3-0. Bupton can't find the zone. Finally does, 3-1 on the slider. Just misses outside. It's a 5-pitch walk. Golden will extend the inning. That'll bring up Brennan, 1 for 3 today for the backup catcher. Singled in his first plate appearance, hitless since. Slider inside, not even close to the zone. Ball 1. Second pitch, grounded to third, right at Hackman, though. He's going to make the throw to first, and that will end the inning. Sandcats get a walk, but nothing else. Bottom 8, Wheels, Lester, and Lewis do up. Roland cruising along, only on 61 pitches, 3 hits given up, 6 strikeouts. Here's Wheels, 1 for 2, single today. What am I feeling? Slider up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball's nowhere near the zone, and it's off Brennan's glove. Ball 1. Curveball down, just low, 2-1. Good eye there from Wheels. Slider away, line to left field. That's going to hit off the high wall out there, and that should be a hit. Golding's going to come up throwing for second, but Wheels' speed will beat it. It is a double. 4th hit today for the Moonstars. That's it. Here's Luster, 0 for 2. They're looking for his first hit of the contest. First pitch fastball down, check swing for a strike, 0-1. Roland gets ahead again. Slider away, pop foul out of play, it's 0-2. Ball down and away, grounded to second. Cook's going for third. Throw is just laid. Good heads-up play by Cook, but the speed from Wheels beats it. It's an infielder's choice. Check and make sure that's not a hit. That is not a hit. Okay, it is a fielder's choice. First and third with no down for Lewis, who has struck out once today. First pitch curveball away is called a strike. 0-1. Rolling once again gets ahead. Change up away. That's hit pretty well. Lewis took a drive. Right center field. Heading to the wall. Sampson makes the catch in front of the wall. Good leap. Close the gap, but that's going to drive in a run. It's a sac fly. 4-1 your score. 1 down now for Schaefer. Schaefer's 1 for 2. She has doubled. Grounded out and thrown out, trying to steal a bag. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Changeup is low. Ball 1. Slider up and in, called a strike. It's quickly 1-2. Roland once again looking for another punch out. Only K-Man, he goes so much more dominant. Curveball down, just low. 2-2. Good eye from Schaefer. Fastball up and away, fouled off. Melanie stays alive. It's 2-2. Changeup down and away, pulled foul into the seats. She was looking fastball, 2-2. Fastball up and in, fools her, and she cuts at it and misses badly. 7th of the day for Roland. 2 down in the inning for Reliable, back to the top of the lineup. Reliable singled in his third plate appearance. He is 1 for 3. Curveball at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1.
That's inside.
Fastball down and in, just inside. Ball 1. Away. Fisted down the right field line. That's going to bloop in for a base hit, and that's going to get the runner to third. Runner was going on contact. Good hit for Reliable. He's 2 for 4. The runner's at the corners for Fast with 2 down, who's 0 for 3. Now Fast has homered in this series against the Sandcats. She homered last game. It was the deciding blow. It was a 2-run shot. Gave him a 3-1 lead at the time. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Good fastball there from Roland.
No, that's inside.
Change it down and in, misses. Ball 1.
Outside.
Slider away, misses. 2-1. Ball down, grounded to second, right at Cook. He'll flip the second, and that will retire the inning. End the inning, retire the side, same damn thing. Moonstars do finally get on the board thanks to 2 hits in the inning, as well as a sacrifice fly. Top 9, it's 4-1. Terry, Kawaguchi, and Sampson do up against Bupton. Terry's 1 for 3 today. He drove in one of the runs with a single. Bupton's back out for his second inning. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Fastball skied to right center field. That's going to find the gap out there. Luster will cut it off, though, and that will hold Terry to just a single as he does not run well. Second hit of the day for him. He leads off the inning with the base hit. Bring up Kawaguchi, who is 2 for 4 in her own right with 2 singles. Locked in at the plate here. Slider is low from Bupton, 1-0. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate, and Kawaguchi punishes him. That's heading to the high wall. If it was a little bit shorter, it'd be gone. That's going to be extra bases. Kawaguchi will beat the throw in from Tools as Terry will hang on at third. It is a double.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Sampson up next, 2 for 4, 2 singles. Got a golden opportunity here as the infield is in, outfield at normal depth. Looking to get it in the outfield. Takes a fastball inside, 0-1. Slider down, pulled foul, it's 0-2. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. Not going to get by Reliable. He has to play at first. Runners have to hold. It looked like it would get by him, but it just missed. Cook up now, 2 for 4. He's driven in 2 runs with 2 singles. Let's see if he can do it again. Fastball out to left center field. That's going to be hanging up. Both runners tag. Kawaguchi goes back to, is going to be caught in a rundown, but Chandler will score. 5-1 Sandcats as Kawaguchi looks to get out of the rundown. She will be caught by Haudier for the double play, but in the end it is a sac fly for Cook. 5-1 your scores. We're back to a 4-run lead. Hackman, Haudier, and Tools do up here in the 9th. Roland's gone 8 innings. You have 84 pitches thrown, 5 hits, 1 earned run. I think it's time we go to the bullpen. I left Tapia in too long in Game 1. That's what caused us to lose. I'm not going to make that same mistake here, especially against the middle order lineup. So let's go to the bullpen. Collins made her debut in Game number 2. No one pitched in Game 1. So we got a 4-run lead. We're going to go with the second-year pitcher, lefty Brickley Clark. Let's see if the sophomore can have a good outing. Ball high, 1-0. He finished with the highest ERA in our bullpen last season, I believe. Or that might have been Collins. I'm not too sure. He's quickly behind 3-0, though, as Hackman is just waiting for a strike. He's not going to get it, as it's a 4-pitch walk from Clark to start the inning. Good job. Here's Haudier 0 for 3. Slider down and away, grounded to short, diving is Mackey. He'll catch it. He's got to fire to first, though. That's going to get the out. Fielder's choice. Hackman to second. Tools up now is 0 for 3. Fastball in the dirt, nowhere close. It's off Brennan's glove as Hackman's going for third. Throw there is late. He moves up in the pass ball. It's 1-0 count. Fastball up and in. Taken deep to right center field. Doesn't have enough carry to get out as Sampson tracks it down on the warning track. 2 down. Hackman will tag, and he will score easily as that run will be charged to Clark. 5-2 your score. We'll bring up Wheels, who's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Clark 1 out away from closing the game out. Slider inside, skied to shallow center, in on it Sampson. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Sandcats are in the win column. 1-2 on the year now as they close it out 5-2 over the Moonstars. good hitting display as the offense finally shows up. We quintupled our runs from the first 2 games, which was 1 each. Moonstars score late, but that was when Roland was tired and when we brought in Clark, who's not as good. Actually, technically, Clark is better overall, but Roland has just been on it ever since he's come in the league. He's still undefeated. He's 4-0 in 5 starts. Looking at the line scores, everyone in our lineup got a hit except for the rookie Fletcher Mackey. The shortstop went 0 for 4. On their side, they had a lot of people go hitless. In fact, only 3 people got hits. Wheels, Reliable, and Schaefer, pardon me. RBIs go to Tools and Lewis on their sac flies. Roland goes 8 innings, gets the win, giving up only 1 earned run on 5 hits, striking out 7. Preston takes the loss, 7 2/3, 12 hits, 4 earned runs. And Bupton and Clark came in, each giving up a run of their own, even though Clark didn't give up any hits. He did walk a batter. Bupton gave up 2 hits and walked a batter of his own. Roland is your player of the game, as he was very, very good once again. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. 7 punch-outs. Cook is your runner-up with 3 RBIs, and then Kawaguchi finishes third with the double, the run scored, and the stolen base, hitting on 3 times today. That's a definite good bounce-back performance, especially after the first 2 games. Only scoring 1 run in each, you're not going to win. 99% of the time, you're not going to win. All right, let's have a look at the roster moves here. Go. Ooh, new development. Lorenzo Wyatt signed for the Platypi, replacing Rosie Hardman, the outfielder. Other one, Bergerer signed to the Herbisaurs, replacing Boone Dozenrolls. Okay, we're going to move right along. Mondo gets +4 junk again. Nice. Can you get some accuracy, Trey? And Junior Young Jr. is still available. All right, let's have a look at these developments. Which of these do I like? This is a good one for Knox, but I don't have enough money. This one for John Paul. Is it really worth it? Probably not. Entourage for Collins. Ooh, K-Man. That'd be nice, especially since accuracy's her weakest trait. I like that. Keep that one in mind. We have enough money for that one. Veterano, target practice. Do we really need to upgrade Grease? I mean, he is 43 years old. Maybe not. I don't like this one for Trey. I'm surprised it's actually still on the board. This one for Jess. Nah, I think I'll pass on that one too. I'm not a fan. Alright, so really it's a choice between Collins and Ox and Sox, and which one of these do I like more? Do I like Low Pitch, or do I like K-Man? Judging by the age difference here, Collins being younger, I see her being a longer part of our team than Oxen Soxen, who is already 30 and is going to start regressing here shortly. And not to mention the chance to get the trade is higher. I think that's the one we want to get. We can save up just to get a little bit extra cap space for when we have to buy this next time. I'm not going to buy any of these. I'm just going to go right into the next game. Let us sim up to it here, and we'll set the lineup. Alright. Ooh, Moose rally in the extras to beat the Freebooters. Nice. Give them their first loss. Sirloins get their second win as they beat the Herbisaurs, giving them their first loss. That's not our conference. Neither is that, as B-Wolves remain perfect at 4-0. That doesn't matter to us either. Alright, so the only winless team in our division is the Blowfish. Wild Pigs are also winless at 0-3 in the Beast division. And the only undefeated team left is the B-Wolves, as the Herbisaurs and Moose both lose. So our next start is at home. It is our first home game of the season. We're taking on the Blowfish, who are 0-3, looking for their first win. We will face a familiar foe, Bartholomew Draculo. I think this is the 4th or 5th time we faced him here in the series. We will have second-year pitcher Cameron Snow on the hill. Snow, of course, had a rough first 2 starts in her rookie season, but bounced back really well in her last 2. Line up. Let's go ahead and set it. Bentley back in at DH. Ox back at the top of the lineup here, catching. He's coming in for Brennan. Kawaguchi batting second for third. Coke bats third. Bentley 4th. Mackey still batting 5th. Sampson 6th. I should move Paul up to 6. Foul to 7. No. Golden to 8. And then Sampson at 9. Okay. I like that lineup better. Let's go. Reason I have Samson at the bottom is because Samson is pure speed. I would much rather have him at the bottom of the lineup trying to flip the lineup over, especially with how good of a contact hitter he is now. Let's see, Blowfish are now defensive experts just like us, though they do have a good speed. Rotation's still good. Contact is coming down a bit. Power's down, and their bullpen is down. The bullpen's actually come up from where it was at the beginning of the series. Their defense it's gone up. It was pretty high, but it's now higher. See, Wanga, Stanley are still here, so is Estes and Hobbs. Hobbs, I think, is in his first year here, maybe second. Gutterson's still here, so is Hill and Steele. It's his second year. Straining is back in his second season, and McGee is still here. So they've left a lot of their original players on the team. Wanga, Stanley, and Estes lead off here against Snow. Wanga comes in, he's hitting .273 on the season. No homers, no RBIs. Fastball away, outside. Game's underway here. Snow misses. Two-seamer down and in. That's going to be a base hit up the middle as Wanga will get us started with the base hit. Oh, that's an airmail. I was going to get second out of that. That's why we don't throw the ball around, Vaughn. Good job. Here's Elvis Stanley. Shortstop's hitting .308 on the season. No homers. 2 RBIs for him so far. First pitch slider is up. That's ripped to left center field. That's going to be a gapper as that's going to get all the way to the wall, and that run will score. Just think that runner would be at third right now, not coming home. Stanley in there with a double. 1-0 Blowfish. Bring up Estes. He's batting .231. No homers. 1 RBI. It's in his third year here with the Blowfish. Third ball away. Fouled off into the seats. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Misses inside. Ball 1. Slider away. Outside. 2-1. Singer away, line to right center. That's going to get in the gap. That's also going to get all the way to the wall as Stanley will come in to score from second. Ball will get it in, though, and that will hold Estes just a single. It's 2-0. Not looking good. Here's Wade Hobbs hitting .400, 1 homer, 3 RBIs so far for the left fielder. Fastball down low, ball 1. Snow already tense here as the first 3 batters have all reached base. Ball down, 2-0. Fastball up and in, ball 3, 3-0. Two-seamer up, called a strike, 3-1. Good eye there from Hobbs as he was taking all the way, it looks like. Slider in the middle of the plate, ripped to right field. That's another base hit. 4th hit of the day for the Blowfish and 4 batters. 2 on with no outs. Here's Gutterson, slumping a little bit. He's tense, but he's batting .462 on the season, so my bet is he probably made a fielding error. Fastball down, called a strike, 0-1. Ball down, dribbled to second, high hop off the mound. Cook fields it, Mackey to first. It's a double play. Runner at third with 2 down for Cheyenne Hill. The second baseman has a homer on the season with 3 RBI. She's also batting an even .300. Two-seamer up and away is called a ball. Just misses the corner. 1-1. 1-0, whatever. Fastball is now low. It's 2-0. Ball down, ripped up the middle. Base hit for Hill. 5th of the day for the Blowfish, and it's quickly a 3-0 lead. Gonna bring up Steele. Batting 200 on the season. 1 homer, 1 RBI. Fastball away, called a strike. It's 0-1. Batter down and in, called a strike. It's 0-2. Ball up and away, called strike 3 at the letters. First punch out of the season for Snow as she finally ends the inning. Not before 5 hits come on the board. 1 error is made. That's not shown, which I don't know why. And the Blowfish get 3 runs. Bottom 1, Oxen, Soxen, Kawaguchi, and Cook will face Draculo. Oxen Soxen is 1 for 6 on the season. Had a game off in game number 3 just to rest up a bit. He's back out there here against Draculo. Ball high, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Draculo's velocity's gone down and his accuracy's still up there. Junk has always been bad, so really he's not throwing as hard. He's showing his age bit. 2-0 count. Strike at the knees, 2-1. Low, ball 3. 3-1 count now. And it's low for ball 4. Knox works a 5-pitch walk. Leadoff man off for Kawaguchi. 3 for 5 in the last game. .545 average, no homers, 1 RBI. First pitch inside, ball 1. McGee does not have an arm, and he's also tense. I'm considering running despite being down 3 runs. Second pitch, skied by Kawaguchi to center. Should be an easy catch out there. Straining makes it, 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Lloyd Cook.
I'll bring up Lloyd Cook. Hitting 250, no homers, 3 RBIs. Strike on the outside, 0-1. Drove in 3 runs last game. Second pitch, Cook got a good chunk of that one. That's going to left center field, and that is gone into the seats. First of the season for Lloyd, and that makes it a 3-2 game as he brings us back within 1. Good cut there.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hercules Bentley.
We'll bring up Bentley, who had a game off last time. He was hitless in the first 2 games of the season. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Curveball, forkball actually, my apologies. Hits it back up the middle, base hit for Bentley, his first of the year. He'll be on to extend the inning here with 1 down. Brings up Mackey, hitless last game. He's now batting a measly 182. I believe Mackey went 0 for 4. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Good fastball. Swung over the forkball, it's 0-2. Third pitch is popped to short. That's going to drop in front of Stanley. He flips to second, still gets Bentley, but Mackey will beat it out. Fielder's choice, 2 down, and that'll bring up John Paul. 2 hits last game for the right fielder. He's now hitting .333. Ball outside, 1-0. Good eye from him. Second pitch is skied, right field, down the line. Going over for it's Wanga. Will make the catch, and that will end the inning, but the Sandcats answer back with a home run from Cook. It's 3-2. Top 2 we go, Straining, McGee, and then Wanga do up. Here's Isaiah Straining, hitting .333 on the season. No homers, no RBIs. Hitting's getting a little bit better for the center fielder. Defensive outset. Ball low, 1-0 from Snow. Third ball down, low, 2-0. Ball's going to be high, 3-0. Fastball in there, fouled off by Isaiah, 3-1. Two-seamer inside, ripped up the middle, diving's Mackey. It's off under his glove, and that'll get through for a base hit. He does knock it down enough for him to make the play on it, though. Single for Straining, 6th hit of the day for the Blowfish. Brings up McGee, hitting .222, no homers, no RBIs. First pitch slider down, ripped up the middle, diving is Cook. It's past his glove, and that's going to get through for another base hit. 7th of the day for the Blowfish as 2 are on to start the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Narud Wanga.
Brings up Wanga, 1 for 1 with a double. RBI dud activates for the center, for the right fielders. He takes one outside, ball 1. Rider down and in, hard liner to short, diving's Mackey. He makes the play on it, flips to second 1. Throw to first is low and late anyway. Fielder's choice, 1 down. Runners at the corners for Stanley, who doubled in a run already today. See if he can get this run in. Third ball in the dirt, off of Knox's glove. Runners coming home. Flip to the pitcher, not in time. It's a run. 4-2 the score now. Fastball down and in, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball away, taken hit well by Stanley. That's going to carry out of this tiny ballpark. It is a home run. I believe it's first of the year for Stanley, my apologies, and it's now 6-2 Blowfish. 3rd RBI of the day already for Stanley.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Brings up Estes, 1 for 1, singled in a run his last time up. He is looking to keep the inning alive here. Two-seamer ripped to right field, that's heading to the wall. Off the wall, just missing a home run as Paul's got to chase it down there in the gap. That'll already get him to second. Estes in with a double. He's 2 for 2. 9th hit of the day for the Blowfish here in the second inning. Here's Hobbs, 1 for 1 with a single. Two-seamer down, check swing, called a strike, 0-1. Good ball away. Hobbs crushes that deep to center field. That is going to carry. It is gone into the forest. We're not getting that ball back. 2-run shot. Blowfish extend the lead. It is now 8-2. Second of the year for Hobbs, and that'll bring up Gutterson.
The third baseman.
0 for 1 today. Ball down, checks, doesn't even check. Called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball away, high, ball 1. Seamer down and in, grounded back up to Snow, knocks it down. She picks it up and fires. 2 down in the inning. Brings up Hill, 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI. Fastball low as Cheyenne takes it, 1-0. Curveball's low, 2-0. Fastball down the middle, hit pretty well to right center field, giving chase to Sampson. He's not going to get there. That'll get down for another hit. He misplays it off the wall as well. That'll be a double for him. 11th hit of the day for the Blowfish. Brings up Steele, 0 for 1.
Nick Steele.
2-seamer down, low, ball 1. Fastball inside. Steele drives it to the left center gap, giving chase Sampson. He will run it down this time and make the catch to end the inning, but the Blowfish tack on 6 more hits with 5 runs. Makes it 2 home runs by Hobbs and Stanley. 8-2 your score. Foul, Golden, and Sampson do up against Draculo, who now has a 6-run cushion to work with. Foul is now hitting 182 on the year, 1 for 4 in the last game, outside ball 1. Forkball down, hit pretty well to center field. She got a charge into it. Will that carry? Just over Straining's glove into the forest. It is a home run, first of the year for Foul. How's that for an immediate answer? It's 8-3 now as Foul gets her first on the board. That'll bring up Golden, hitting measly 2 for 10 on the season. No homers, 1 RBI. Had a hit last game, strike the letters, 0-1. Golden will bat left-handed here as he is a switch hitter. All outside, 1-1. Dribbler to first, right to Steele, easy play, 1 down. Brings up Sampson, hitting 250 on the year, 1 homer, 1 RBI. Outside ball 1. Just misses that fastball. Forkball at the letters. Horrible pitch to swing out, 1-1. Dribbled back to the mound. It's off of Draculo's glove. Sampson hustling down the line. He will beat it out. It's an infield single. Makes him 1 for 1. And I'll bring up Oxen Soxen, who walked his first time up. No official at bat so far. First pitch is inside on the Heat, 1-0. Runner goes on the second pitch at the knees for a strike. Throw down is late. It's another stolen base for Sampson. He's on at second. Third pitch by Ox is going to be ripped into the left center gap. That will get down and past. Oh, Hobbs cuts it off. That would have been extra bases, but we'll hold it first. RBI single. It's now 8-4.
Now batting, the third
Going to bring up Kawaguchi, who's 0 for 1 today. Knox takes off on the first pitch. It's a forkball in there for a strike. Throw down is late. Another stolen base as the Sandcats are starting to run. 0-1 to Kawaguchi. Fork at the knees, 0-2. Forkball down, skied to left center field. That will hang up. Hobbs is there for it. He'll make the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning. 8-4 your score, and that will bring up Cook. Homered already today, driven in 2 of our 4 runs. Looking to go yard here again, I guess. Oh, ball 1. Rips to right center. That's going to drop for a hit. Wonga does not have the greatest arm, but that is a pretty good throw. We're going to hang on at third here. Single for Cook puts runners at the corners with 2 down for Bentley, who has singled today. He's 1 for 1. So both starters struggling early here. Strike at the knees. Good fastball from Draculo. It's 0-1. Pick off. Not in time. All right, I'm not stealing with runners on the corners. Second pitch ripped up the middle. Stanley there for it, though, and he'll go to first to end the inning. But the Sandcats get a solo homer for Foul, and 2 more runs come across the score on some more hits in the inning. It is 8-4. Also, thank you, USA Baseball 45 and Nero Not GG for the subs. Thank you, guys. We are almost at 20. Finally reached 19. Woohoo! We're almost there, and once I get to 50, I'm an affiliate. Straining will lead off, 1 for 1 today. I'm going to let Snow start this inning. I want to see if she can bounce back from her horrible first 2 innings. Fastball to Straining, line to third. It's at Kawaguchi, 1 down. Let's see if she can earn the rest of her innings here. Most I'll give her is 5, maybe 4, depending on pitch count. McGee up now. I believe he's 1 for 1 today. Slider ripped right past Kawaguchi as she gave a good effort there. It's a single. 12th hit of the day for the Blowfish. 8-4 your score.
The right fielder, Nairu Wanga.
Here is near Wanga. He's 1 for 2. Doubled in his second second at bat? Yeah, second, first? Fuck it, I don't know. Alrighty. I believe it was his first. Second was a fielder's choice. Strike at the knees, 0-1. I do remember him being on base twice. Slider down, called a strike. It's 0-2. Snow looking for the punch out. Two-seamer fisted to center. Giving the dive is Mackey, but he can't get there. It's another hit. 2 on and 1 down now as we head to the middle of the lineup. Here's Stanley, who has homered and doubled today. On pace for that cycle. Let's see if he gets it. Pitch curve, ripped the first. Foul can't get it. It's a base hit. So he is now 3 for 3 and is a triple away from completing said cycle. Bases loaded for Estes. Double and a single for him so far. Also on pace for the cycle. He's driven in 1 run. Fastball is high. Ball 1. Good eye there from Estes. Two-seamer down and in. Called a strike. It's 1-1. Curveball is going to be in the dirt. Blocked by Oxen Soxen. 2-1. Good job. Glad it wasn't Brennan back there. He would have flubbed it. Fastball high. 3-1. Just misses the corner. Slider up and in. Called a strike. We got a full count now. Who's going to win this battle of wits? Will it be Estes or will it be Snow? Or will it be my defense? We shall see. Two-seamer down. Dribbled up the line. That's going to remain foul. We're going to keep going. Fastball down and in. Ripped up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Estes wins that battle. 1 run scores. Second run's coming in. Here's the throw from Sampson. Just laid. Made it closer than it should have been. 10-4 the score. Hobbs is 2 for 2 today. Home run and a single. We are not going to let Snow continue. I mean, we're 55 pitches in. She's only gotten 1 out in the inning. It's not going to get a whole lot better. We're going to go to the one long reliever who hasn't pitched yet. That's going to be the veteran, Grease Veterano, the 43-year-old, finishing last season with a sub-2 ERA. Very good year for him. First pitch fastball is going to be just below the knees. Ball 1. Grease is all accuracy and junk. He does not have a lot of speed. Curveball ripped into the seats. 1-1. Hobbs is sitting on pitches today. Cutter up and in. That's going to hit Veterano right in the goddamn jaw. Throw to first in time to get Hobbs, though. 2 down, and Veterano is curled up like a baby. Well, fuck. Here's Gutterson, 0 for 2 today, and that did hit him right in the fucking jaw. But Veterano, you gotta pitch, son. I ain't got nobody else. Oh, we're gonna beat him. Yep. Fuck it. You hit me, I hit you. Bases loaded for Hill. 2 for 2 today, double and a single. Cutter down, first strike, 0-1. Well, this really doesn't affect Veterano that much if you think about it. He didn't have a lot of velocity to begin with. Ball up, high, ball 1. If we can get him the neutral mojo, really not much of a difference. Cutter down, 2-1. Fastball up and away, popped up on the infield. Foul calling for it. She will make the catch, and that will mercifully end the inning as only 2 runs score for the Blowfish. But it is back to a 6-run game. 10-4 your score. Mackey, Paul, and Foul do up. Here is Mackey, 0 for 1 today. Rookie looking to get his first hit. In the last 2 games, he was hitless in the first game of the episode. Strike low, 0-1. Late on that heat, 0-2. Chased it in the dirt. He's out on strikes. McGee makes the play, 1 down. Horrible at bat. Paul up next, 0 for 1. First pitch, chased it, skied to second. Hill there, 2 down. Bring up Foul, homered her first at bat. Kula left one in her happy zone. Forkball is high at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Curveball inside, 1-1. Fastball, popped it up. She got under it a little too much. Stanley there makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Sandcats. First of the day for either pitcher. Top 4, Steele, Straining, and McGee to face Veterano, who will pitch her. Steele is 0 for 2 today. And this is why I like to carry 2 long relievers in my bullpen, just in case one of them takes one to the jaw. We have Collins. Unfortunately, she is still tired from her appearance in game number 2. 3-0. Veterano looking to find the zone here. He does, 3-1. Curveball in there. That is a floating lollipop, and I am surprised he didn't kill it. Full count. Slider up, popped up just behind the mound. Veterano calling for it. Now on the mound. Makes the catch, 1 down. It's got to be hard for him to do that with a I'm pretty sure he has a concussion. 1 for 2 today so far for Straining as he's up with 1 out in the inning. No one on. First pitch line to short. 1 hopper to Mackey. He'll make the play. 2 down. I'll bring up McGee, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Third ball down. Just low. Ball 1. Good eye there from McGee. Up and in. Called a strike. 1-1. This ball down. Just misses the zone. 2-1. That's in the middle of the zone. Yep, that's going to be a base hit. So McGee's now 3 for 3. Oh, he got hurt on the swing, though, and I'm going to bring up Wonga, who's 2 for 3. McGee is out. Grizz Senoro, the backup catcher, is in. What happened? Pulled his hammy, run into first. Well, that's normally going to take you down to 2 bars of health. Unfortunately, he was already at 4 because he was playing tired, so he's going down to 1. Whoops. See, they have the luxury of not making their guys play when they're hurt. I do not. Fastball down in the way for a strike, 0-1. Third ball down, grounded to first, right at foul, tapped the bag, and we got out of the inning. 1 hit for Veterano given up, but other than that, clean inning. Bottom 4, Golden, Sampson, and Oxen. Oxen due up. There's Golden, 0 for 1 today. Senoro is in a catcher. He will remain back there. Inside with that one, ball 1. Senoro has a better arm, so we're probably not going to be stealing anymore. Strike on the outside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Pulled to right. Diving, Steely knocks it down, but it's an infield single for Golden as he recovers too late. I'll bring up Sampson, 1 for 1 today with an infield single as well. It's the 7th hit giving up by Draculo. He's also walked a batter. All high, 1-0. Strike at the letters, 1-1. Third pitch lined up the middle, past the diving hill. That's going to be a base hit. Golden will draw the throw from Straining. I know he has a great arm. We're not going to test it. First and second with no outs now. Oxen Soxen up. He has singled in a run his last time up. He's also walked. Fork ball on the first pitch is popped foul. Infield fly called, though. Steele makes the catch. 1 down. Bring up Kawaguchi, who's 0 for 2 today. Curveball in there, 0-1. Fork ball in there, 0-2. Good pitches from Draculo to get ahead. Fastball down, that's lined to right center field. That's not hit very well. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners are moving on the play. Kawaguchi gets a single and drives in a run as Golden scores. And Sampson moves up to third. Runners at the corners now for Cook, who's 2 for 2. He's driven in 2 runs on a home run. He's also singled today. Strike in there, 0-1. Outside with that fastball, 1-1 the count. Third one is pulled to right field. That'll get through for another base hit. Kawaguchi hangs on at second as a run scores. It's now 10-6. Cook with his 3rd RBI of the game. He's now 3 for 3. That brings up Bentley, 1 for 2 with a single. He grounded out with 2 on last time he was up. First pitch grounded to second is going to be a double play. Hill to Stanley, Stanley to Steele. 4-6-3, and that ends the inning. 2 runs score, though, and the Sandcats cut it to 4. Top 5, Stanley, Estes, and Hobbs do up. Stanley's looking for a triple to complete the cycle. He's sitting on 3 hits with 3 RBIs. Let's see what he can do. Curveball away. Was that a curveball or a slider? I can't tell. I believe that was a slider. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Ripped to center field. That's going to be a base hit. But Sampson will cut it off, and that will hold Stanley to just a single. He's 4 for 4, though. Bring up Estes. 3 for 3. Double and 2 singles today. Fastball down and in. Called a strike on the check swing. 0-1. Curveball away. High. 1-1. Curveball away. Fools him as he's way out in front. 0-2 the count. Or 1-2, whatever. Cutter inside. Called strike 3. First of the year for Veterano. 1 down. Is that 1 down or 2 down? Hobbs is up. 1 down. Okay. Hobbs has a home run today. He's also smacked Veterano in the jaw, but he was retired, thankfully, on that one. Ball up and in. Called a strike. 0-1. Good pitch from Veterano to catch just the edge of the zone, really. Cutter down and away. Just low. Ball 1. Good eye from Hobbs. Fastball down and in. Check swing for a strike. It's 1-2. Slider up and away. That is way high. 2-2. Good eye. Hobbs staying alive. Fastball away, fouled off, still 2-2. Ball up and in. Check swing called strike 3. Second out of the inning. Veterano gets his second punch out. Here's Gutterson 0-2 with a hit by pitch. Veterano's back to neutral mojo. Fastball away. Line to right center field. That's going to get into the gap. Sampson will not cut it off. We'll get the throw into the cutoff man as the runner will hang on at third. Single for Gutterson. That'll bring up Hill. 2 for 3. Double and a single today. Fastball up and away. Check swing for a strike. It's 0-1. Curveball down and in, just low, 1-1. Cutter away, outside, 2-1. That was nowhere near the zone. Cutter up and in, popped into left center field, hit pretty well. Sampson calling for it though. He'll make the catch, and that will keep them scoreless. Veterano punches out 2 and holds them off the board. Bottom 5, it's 10-6. Mackey, Paul, and Foul due up. Mackey's 0-2 today, still looking for his first hit in 6. He's 0 for his last 6. Ball inside, 1-0. Ball low, 2-0. Ball low, 3-0. Ball low, it's a 4-pitch walk. Mackey's on for the first time in the last 2 games. Fortunately, he's still hitless. Here's Paul, 0-2 today. First pitch fisted to right field. That's going to be a blooper, and that will get down in front of Wanga for a base hit. Mackey will move to third as he has great speed as the throw is late. Runners at the corners now with nobody out for foul. 1 for 2. Home run and a pop-up. Third ball down, ripped up the middle. Base hit past the diving shortstop Stanley. That's going to drive in another run. It's 10-7. Sandcats have 2 on still with no outs, and here's Golden. 1 for 2 with a single. Jaculo is still out there after 12 hits. 4+ innings worked, 7 earned runs, 2 walks. How long will they let him go? Curveball away, ball 1. Grounded past both diving infielders on the right side. That'll load the bases as Wango's throw is a good one. Bases loaded now. Here's Sampson, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mind you, the Blowfish are 0-3. They're fighting for their first victory. So if they blow this lead, this might be demoralizing, might end their season now. 1-0 to Sampson. Fastball in there. It's 1-1 now. In there, 2-1. Curveball ripped past the diving third baseman and shortstop. Another run will score as we play station-to-station ball. It's now 10-8, and Draculo is rattled now. Back to the top of the order in Oxensoxen. 1 for 2, single walk and an RBI today. Draculo still out there. First pitch fastball, ripped the second on the hop. Hill flips 1 on the first. It's a double play, but the run scores. It's 10-9. Tying run on third. Here's Kawaguchi, 1 for 3 with the single, and that will do it for Draculo. 4 2/3 innings work, 9 earned runs, 2 walks, 14 hits. Joanna Heater, the fireballers, coming in. 15.43 ERA, 3.00 WHIP. How many appearances does she have on this year? Answer to that question is 2. This is her third. She's given up 4 earned runs. She has also lost the game for the Blowfish in 2 1/3 innings pitched. 5 strikeouts for her. So all 5 out of 7 outs recorded have been strikeouts. She has walked 1, given up a homer, and also given up, it looks like, 6 hits total. So she gets hit around a lot, it looks like. Here's Kawaguchi to face. Ball high, 1-0. Second pitch is popped up, shallow right center. Hill barely has to move forward as she's on the grass. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning, but the Sandcats drive in 3 more runs. It is now a 1-run game, 10-9 to the 6th. Pitcher of record right now is Heater. She is in line for the win as she completes the 5th inning. On record for the loss right now is Cameron Snow. Steele's 0 for 3 today. Still looking for his first hit. Veterano's first pitch is a curveball down and in, just low, ball 1. Fastball down and away, line to left center field, giving chase to Sampson. He'll lay out. It's just over his glove, though, and that'll be a base hit. Steele does not run well, so good idea for him to stay at first. That'll bring up Straining as 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch slider down, ball 1 as it hops into Oxen's glove. Fastball up and away, hit well to left center field, going for it. Golden. He'll dive, and he'll make the catch this time. Good play from the second-year fielder. That's going to be one out in the inning as he saves extra bases. Here's Senoro. First at bat of the game for him as he replaced the injured Sting McGee, who was 3 for 3 when he came out of the game. Pulled his hammy. Grounder to short. Mackey dives and cuts it off. He'll fire to first. That will get Senoro for the second out on the fielder's choice. Runner to second on the play, and here's Wanga. 2 for 4 with the double and a single. RBI dot is active for the right fielder. First pitch curveball from Veterano is low, ball 1. Slider down and away, just low, 2-0. Good eye there from Wanga. Cutter up and in, called a strike, 2-1. Slider down and in, low, ball 3, 3-1. It's also really far inside, fastball up and away, check swing, full count. Will Wanga come through in the clutch situation here, or will he strike out? Curveball away, that was nowhere near the zone, that was an easy take. Ball 4, first walk for Veterano. Accuracy starting to get to him here, I believe. Flip through them a bit. Stanley up. Oh no, wrong guy to have up. He is 4 for 4 today. 2 singles, double, home run. I believe he has 3 RBIs. Can we retire him for the first time today? Slider inside from Veterano, misses, ball 1. Veterano up at 50 pitches now. Fastball down, called a strike. Oh, my apologies, called a ball, 2-0. Whoops. Cutter away, Stanley rips that. Well, that's a goner, folks. That's his second homer of the game. He's now 5 for 5. 3-run homer, second of the year for Stanley, second of the game. It's now 13-9 as the leads open back up to 4. Here's Estes, 3 for 4, double, 2 singles. Try and get greased through the inning. Fastball down and in, hit up the middle. Mackey cuts it off. He'll fire to first, and that will end the inning. But the Blowfish get 3 runs back on a home run by Stanley. 13-9 your score. Cook, Bentley, and Mackey do up here in the bottom half of the 6th. Cook is 3 for 3 today, 2 singles, a home run, 3 RBIs on the line score. Heater set and fires. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Change up just outside, 2-0. Change up pulled to first, right at Steele. Easy play, 1 down. Brings up Bentley, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. All low, 1-0. Change up pulled into the seats. It is 1-1. Inside, 2-1 now. 4th one hits right. Oh, right off Heater. Bentley doesn't run well, though, so Senora will make the play. 2 outs. Will they keep her in? Mackey up now, 0 for 2 with a walk. They will not. Heater exits after taking 1 off the face. Here is Dunk Davidson. Davidson, I believe, is in his 3rd season here with the Blowfish. He is coming in with a clean record of 0-0. ERA is at 54 on the year. He's given up 5 runs, 4 of which are earned. WHIP is at 9. He's appeared in 2 games. This is his 3rd. He's thrown 2/3 of an inning. 6 hits, 1 of which was a homer. Not great numbers. Fastball is high, ball 1. Nowhere near the zone. Mackey takes it. Low and inside, 2-0. Low, ball 3. And low, ball 4. Second walk of the day for Mackey is still hitless. He is on to keep the inning alive here with 2 outs, and here's John Paul, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball outside, ball 1. Slider in there for the first strike. Davidson has thrown in 6 pitches, 1-1. That hung, and I swung under it like a moron. Will that get out of play? Yes, it will. 1-2. Hit down the third base line, just foul though. Still 1-2. Lined up the middle, base hit for Paul. His second hit of the day. He's 2 for 4. Runner will hang on at second as it's 2 on and 2 outs now for Jess Fowl. She has homered and singled today, driven in 2 runs. See if she can do it again here. Strike at the letters, good fastball, 0-1. Curveball inside from Davidson, misses, ball 1. Slider inside, Fowl rips it to left. Will that get off the wall out there? No, it won't. Hobbs is there to make the catch to end the inning. Top 7 we go. Heater is eliminated from the game thanks to a line drive, but Davidson holds his ground. Top 7, it's 13-9. Combined 35 hits so far for both teams. Impressive, along with 22 runs. Alrighty. Remind me not to be a pitcher. Here's Wade Hobbs, 2 for 4, homer and a single with 2 RBIs. Do I want Veterano to keep going? Nah, we'll have to take him out. He's done enough. He's suffered enough today. We're going to bring in Gasser Morris here. Has not made an appearance yet on the season, so this is his first. Lefty v lefty. Specialist will activate for Morris. They're up and away. Fouled off into the seats. 0-1. Fastball down in the way. Grounded up the middle. Mackey there for it. Throw to first. 1 down. Brings up Gutterson. He's 1 for 3. Single, and he's been hit today. It was revenge for Veterano getting beamed in the face. He got beamed in the thigh. That was off the first pitch cutter. 0-1. Slider inside. Misses. Ball 1. Fastball up and away. Called a strike. It's 1-2. Change up away. Gutterson skies it to right center. Going over for it is Paul in the gap. He's calling for it now. John makes the catch, and that's 2 down. He's uphill, 2 for 4, double and a single today. She's also driven in a run. First pitch fastball up and in is high from ball 1. Change up away, outside, 2-0. Fastball up, line to right field. It's going right to Paul, though, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 for Morris. Bottom 7, it remains 13-9. Golden, Sampson, and Oxen face Davidson. Davidson's in for his second inning of work here as Golden leads off, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Slider misses outside, ball 1. High ball 2. Curveball missed as well. Check swing outside, ball 3. 3-0 count to Golden. High ball 4. That was nowhere near the zone. Golden will take his base. That's the second walk of the day for Davidson. And here is Sampson, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. He's also driven in a run. First pitch hit up the middle. Diving as Stanley cut it off. Flips the second one. It's a fielder's choice, though, as Sampson flies. He'll be at first. Oxen up now. 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. He's also driven in a run. First pitch way outside on the pitch out. Ball 1. Strike in there. 1-1. Good pitch from Davidson. Pick off to first. Not in time, and I ain't going. Down 4 runs. Curveball. Ooh, caught the zone. I'd debate that. 1-2. Pick off again. Still late. Fastball inside. Grounded to short. That's going to be a double play. There it is. 6-4-3, and the inning is over. Go fucking figure. Top 8 we go. Steele, Straining, and Signoro do up. Steele's 1 for 4 with the single today. Specialist active. Morris's slider is low. Ball 1. Fastball down and away, line to left center. Leaping is Mackey. It's over his glove, and that'll get into the gap as Sampson will track it down. Runner will hang on at first, though, for another single. Leadoff man on for the Blowfish here, and that'll bring up Isaiah Straining. Center fielder's 1 for 4. Switch hitter now batting from the right side. Fastball inside, misses. Ball 1. Slider away, dribble up the middle. Morris fields it. He'll fire to first, second. Cook there, 1 out. Cook to first. It's a double play. 1-4-3. That'll bring up Grizz Signoro, the catcher, who's 0 for 1. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 0-1. Get down and in, check swing, called a strike, it's 0-2. Slider down in the way, dribbled up the line, that's going to come back as a fair ball. Kawaguchi's got to hurry. Just got him by a step. Good play, barehanding that ball. 1-2-3 inning for Morris again. With the double play mixed in, so not officially, but still counts. Kawaguchi, Cook, and Bentley do up. Kawaguchi's 1 for 4, single and an RBI. Davidson out there for his third inning of work as he's now tense. Curveball misses inside, ball 1. Inside with the heat, 2-0. Heater low again, 3-0. Curveball catches the zone, 3-1. Slider down, ripped foul by Kawaguchi. She stays alive, full count now. Fastball away, hit to the right side. Hill over for it. She'll make the play. 1 down. Damn. Bring up Cook, 3 for 4. Home run and 2 singles, and that will do it today for Dunk Davidson. Coming in as the fireball left-hander, R. Foley. Foley's making his third appearance of the season as well. He is clean record on the season. ERA is at 1.93. WHIP is at 0.64, so he's the best performing reliever so far for the Blowfish. 1 earned run given up in 4 2/3 innings pitched. No saves on the season, but it looks like he's going for one here. 3 hits given up and 3 strikeouts. Batting average against is actually under 200. Very good number so far for him. It's a sole bright spot in their bullpen. All outside, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. At the letters for a strike, 2-1. Ooh, caught it, 2-2. Good pitch. Sky that down the left field line. Cook trying to will it down, and it will get down in front of Hobbs. Still 2-2. Fastball hit up the middle, right to Stanley, though. That's going to be an easy second out. Sandcats just can't find anything in the late innings. Here's Bentley, 1 for 4. Hitting a measly 083 on the season. Ball low, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Changeup fooled me, 2-1. Cool. Hit pretty well to center field. I think Bentley got a good piece of that one. Will that get over the wall? Yes, it will. It is a home run into the forest, dead center. Bentley's first of the season. That's going to cut the lead down to 3. It's 13-10. I did not notice how tired Foley actually was, so they are going to have to go to their bullpen again. Here's Mackey 0 for 2 with 2 walks. So it looks like they're going to try and get Foley to finish the inning, but in their bullpen they only have Ryder McBride left, the little former freebooter. He's the only reliever they have left. Heater, of course, was injured earlier. Davidson's already thrown 3 innings. Or 2 innings? Yeah, 2 innings. And now Foley's trying to finish the 8th. Here is Fletcher Mackey. Walked his last 2 times up. He's 0 for 2 today. Ball outside, 1-0. Don't tell me you're going to walk him again. 2-0. Don't walk him again. Come on. Ball 3. Oh, all right. Not swinging. Walked him again. 0 for 2 with 3 walks today. Mackey's going to have a great on-base percentage. Here's John Paul, 2 for 4. 2 singles, and they're leaving Foley out there. Outside ball 1. Gets one in there finally. 1-1 the count. Foley is gassed out there. Oh my God, why did I chase that? 1-2. Sly curveball skied to left center field. Will that drop? Nope. Hobbs is there to make the catch. Foley gives up a solo home run to Bentley, so that's a 3-run game now to the 9th. Wanga, Stanley, and Estes due up. Here's Wanga, 2 for 4. Double, single, and a walk today. First pitch from Morris is inside for ball 1. Slider down in the way, grounded to short. Mackey over for it in the hole. Fields and fires, 1 out. Brings up Stanley, 5 for 5. This man is still a triple shy of the cycle. He has 6 RBIs on the day. Have a game, why don't you, bruv? Change up away on the first pitch. Ripped foul. Stanley was out in front. He was looking heater. Cutter down and in, called a strike. It's 0-2. Slider down, dribbled to the mound. Morris bare hands and fires. 2 outs. Finally, Stanley is retired, and here is Estes, 3 for 5, double, 2 singles, 3 RBIs today. Fastball inside, ripped up the middle, base hit for Estes, make him 4 for 6. Bring up Hobbs, 2 for 5, home run in the single with 2 RBIs as well. Slider up, swung through it by Hobbs as he was late on it, 0-1. Cutter down and away, grounded up the middle. Mackey just can't get there. That's going to get through for a base hit. Sampson comes up firing for 3rd, and that'll hold the runner to 2nd. 2 on and 2 outs now, and here's Gutterson, 1 for 4, single and a hit by pitch. Fastball inside, called a strike. It's 0-1. Slider down in the way, ball 1. Cutter up and away, fouled off by Gutterson. It's 1-2. Change it down and in, rip foul. Gutterson now has tough out, boosting his contact over 100. 2-2 the count. 1-2 the count, actually. My apologies. Fastball down in the way, hit in the right field. That's going to be a base hit. Paul's going to come up throwing for the plate, and that will leave the bases loaded now. Here's Hill, 2 for 5, double and a single. Also driven in a run. Morris looking to get that last out. Fastball in there for a strike to start it, 0-1. Change up and away, ball 1. Cutter up and in, just inside, 2-1. Fastball inside, check swing, ball 3. Good eye there from Hill. Slider down and away, called a strike. Full count now. It's going to be high, ball 4. It's going to be a walk, and that'll get a run in. It's now a 4-run game again. Here's Steele. 2 for 5, 2 singles. Slider down and away, called a strike, 0-1. That run will be charged to Morris. Fastball hit pretty well. Deep left center. Golden back at the wall. Out of room. It's a grand slam. Mick Steele is now 3 for 6. Now he has 4 RBIs, and that's going to end the game right there. Second of the year for Steele, 18-10.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Straining up now, 1 for 5 with the single. Morris is done. We're going to go with Clark out of the bullpen. Clark made his appearance last game, threw an inning. Gave up 1 earned run on a walk. ERA is at 9, whip is at 1, and he has no record on the season. Fastball high, ball 1. Slider away, ball 2. Fastball up, hit pretty well by Straining. Is he going to get a home run now? That's deep to right center, and that is in the forest there between the seats. Home run for Isaiah Straining, his first of the year. It's now 19-10. Blowfish will not stop the onslaught. Here's Signoro 0 for 2. This pitch is a slider down and away, dribbled to the mound. Clark fields it and fires to first, and that mercifully ends the inning. But the Blowfish get 6 runs on a grand slam, a walked-in run, and a solo homer. So much for a close game. 29 combined runs. Jesus Christ. Foul, Golden, and Sampson do up. Fowles 2 for 4, home run in the single, 2 RBIs. Foley will start the inning here. Doubtful he finishes it. Strike in there, 0-1. Second pitch, foul, crushed that one. That's going. That's her second homer of the game. Into the second deck in left center. It's now 19-11. 425 feet. Second of the game, second of the year. 19-11. Here's Golden, 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. Foley still out there. Slider up, misses, ball 1. Slider away, 2-0. Third pitch pulled foul by Lucas. He's out in front, 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1. Changeup missed way outside. Just at the knees, full count. Chased that one inside, but he rips it foul, staying alive. Rips that slider up the middle, base hit for Golden. He'll be on to keep the inning going here with no outs. Runner at first now. That'll bring up Super Sampson, who's 3 for 4, batting in the 9 hole. Foley is out. Here is Ryder McBride. That's why they weren't bringing him in. McBride is hurt. McBride has appeared in 2 games so far this year. He is 0-1 on the season. He is the second best performing pitcher in the bullpen with a 3.86 ERA, 2.14 WHIP. He has given up 1 earned run. He's thrown 2 1/3 innings with 3 hits given up, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Batting average against is at 300. Plus, he's also gotten injured, so this has taken a very interesting turn now. Here's Sampson. Ball high, 1-0. Second pitch ripped to third, right at Gutterson, though, for the first out. Now, an interesting note here. When McBride was with the Freebooters back in, I believe, year 1 or 2, Oxen Soxen's up here, 1 for 4, single walk and an RBI. What am I doing? I accidentally hit the go button. My bad. Meant to hit RT, not LT. Anyway, so my note is now moot point. But when McBride was with the Freebooters, there was a rally against him in 1 inning work. We hit him in the balls. And we scored 8 runs off him. We're down by 8. Coincidence? Well, not anymore. Strike the letters, 0-2. Changeup pulled over the diving fielders. That's a base hit. Ox keeps the inning alive. Should be 2 on with only 1 out in the inning, but me being a fuck-up. Here's Kawaguchi, 1 for 5, single and an RBI today. Outside, ball 1. Second pitch, skied to right center field. Over for it is Wanga. Will make the catch, and that will end the game as the Sandcats drop their 3rd game in 4, 19-11. They're now 1-3 on the season. Blowfish get their first win. They improve to 1-4. Or 1-3. My apologies. So let me do the math on this real quick. That is 30 combined runs. Jesus Christ. And that is, hold on, 45 combined hits for both teams. Talk about an offensive explosion. Jesus. Ooh, Nelly. Well, The only person hitless in the Blowfish lineup was Senoro, who came in for the injured McGee. Everyone in our lineup got a hit except Mackie, who drew 3 walks. Oh boy. This is just an absolute mess. I don't even want to look at this. But winner is Heater. She threw an inning of work, got injured in the process, gets her first win of the season. It was a clean inning. And here is Cameron Snow getting her first loss of the year. She went 2 1/3 innings, 15 hits, 9 earned runs, 2 homers given up in that span. She'll take her first loss. Nobody really had a good outing except maybe McBride. I mean, he did close it out. Davidson had a good outing. He didn't give up any earned runs. And I'll say Clark had an okay outing. I mean, he did give up the home run, though. So I say it was okay. It wasn't great. Stanley's your player of the game. I mean, when you go 5 for 6, I expect you to be the player of the game, especially when you hit 2 home. Yep, I almost pulled the plug. Foul is your runner-up, 3 for 5. She also had 2 homers. And then Steele had that grand slam in his last at-bat. He'll take the 3 spot. Ugh. Sad. That was so demoralizing. We nailed it down within 3 runs at one point, and we just kept letting them hit bombs. That hurts. It really does. Let's have a look at the roster moves as Mick Steele hits a grand slam and gets released. Junior Young Jr. is now the new first baseman for the Blowfish. Don't like that one. Meggie Meggles is going to the Overdogs, replacing long reliever Jeffrey Jenkins. And Piazza Parks is going to the Wild Pigs, signed to replace Turbo Miles. Have a look at these developments here. I don't like this one for John Paul. I didn't like this one for Foul. I did like this one for Knox, but I mean, I like this one for Collins better. That's why I want to get this one instead. +1 contact, -4 to the junk. We're going to get the +16 accuracy. That's what we really needed right there. And does she get K-Man? No, that would have been a nice bonus, though. Still, that makes her a B overall now, so Collins is now a pretty good pitcher now. Ratings-wise, she's above average. She won't be considered a good pitcher until she gets to the B+ A- range. Or B+ range, I guess, and then grade is like A- and above. Now, do I need to make a roster move here to help our bullpen? Considering Veterano is going to be out of action for quite a while after that injury. I think we probably should, yeah. How much is he making? He's making 4-4. Okay, so that's not going to be that hard to replace, actually. Could go with Jacob Marshmallow, the D+ pitcher. Ooh, that'd be an interesting one. Let me see. Who thinks that's a good idea? I didn't think so. Dozen rolls is the same, so we would have another reliever to work with. We could go closer, bring in Smack Avery or Elric Rippin. Let's see. Tats Balfour is not an option for me. Walk prone really keeps me from signing him. Champo's only 27, so he is workable. But so is Dozen Rolls, and Dozen Rolls is rated higher. And we wouldn't have to lose any money with this roster move. He makes the same as Veterano. I do like him. You know what? Not to mention, he's a B-. That means he's better than Veterano, who's a C+. Fucking dog. Alright, well, let's go for Dozen Rolls. We'll bring him in for Veterano. After all, injury, he's really not going to be useful for us for a while, so let's go ahead and bring him in. Bullpen gets a little bit better. That's perfect. You love to see it. Collins is now a B. She's the sole long reliever we have, and she will be rested for next start, or next game, so she's ready to go. Clark will also be ready to go. Morris will be out, and we will have Dozen Rolls to pitch. We'll have 3 pitchers available in the bullpen. Lineup, I don't need to make any changes to the lineup. We hit really well, minus Mackey, of course, but he got 3 walks, so his on-base percentage is up there. Our lineup's doing okay. I mean, the only one who's struggling really is Bentley. He's hitting under 100. Well, he might be hitting over 100 now with that home run, but he's still hitting under 200. So he's the only one really in danger of getting cut right now, but I don't want to make a roster move just yet with him. I will bring him in a second, because apparently no one else in this house wants to. Shoes. There they are. Package must have been delivered. That must have been the knock at the door. I'm going to sim all these. I don't really care. We are in last place right now at 1 and 3. I'm over here if you can't see me, because I don't think I'm in the camera range. Wild Pigs are 0 and 5. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Both Beewolves are still undefeated at 5 and 0. We're not out of it yet, but we need to start winning. Alright, Tapia versus Dregler. Aces will duel in the next start. Hopefully we have a better outing this time from our starting pitcher. We're going to need it. Lineup's going to remain the same. We're just going to shuffle the order a bit here. Cook, Mackey, Paul, Bentley, Oxen Saxon, Sampson, Kawaguchi, Fowl, and Golden. Sounds good to me. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. This is the Nasty One, signing off.